For 4 years, the narrative was settled. Jeff Bezos had moved on. He was the man who built the everything store, conquered logistics, and then stepped away to focus on Blue Origin, philanthropy, and perhaps enjoying the view from a super yacht. We assumed the era of him sleeping on the office floor was over. But in the tech world, retirement is rarely permanent when the next computing paradigm shift is this massive. Jeff Bezos is officially back in the arena. Breaking news has confirmed that the Amazon founder is stepping out of the shadows to become the co-CEO of a new, previously secretive artificial intelligence startup codenamed Project Prometheus. And he's not just lending his name to the letterhead, he is backing this venture with a staggering $6.2 billion in initial funding. To put that number in perspective, that is one of the largest initial capital injections for a startup in Silicon Valley history, eclipsing the early rounds of OpenAI, Anthropic, and nearly every major player we see today. But here is where the story gets deep. This isn't another ChatGPT clone. While the rest of the world is obsessed with large language models that generate text and images, Project Prometheus is betting on something entirely different: physical AI and world models. Bezos has partnered with Vic Bajaj, a former executive at Google X and Verily, to lead this charge. Bajaj is a heavyweight in life sciences and hard tech, which signals exactly where this company is going. They aren't trying to write better poetry or debug code. They are building AI models designed to understand and manipulate the physical world, targeting engineering, advanced manufacturing, aerospace, and automotive sectors. They have already poached nearly 100 top-tier researchers from OpenAI, DeepMind, and Meta, quietly assembling a special forces team to solve the problem of embodied intelligence. Naturally, a move of this magnitude wasn't going to happen without immediate turbulence from his oldest rival. Almost minutes after the news broke, Elon Musk took to X to fire shots. In a reaction that feels all too familiar to anyone watching the space race between SpaceX and Blue Origin, Musk laughed off the launch with a dismissive, "haha, no way," and a copycat emoji. It's a harsh jab, but it highlights the tension in the air. Musk has spent years criticizing the current state of AI and building XAI to counter what he sees as a monopoly. He likely sees Bezos' entry not as innovation, but as a strategic encroachment, potentially replicating the infrastructure-heavy playbook that Amazon famously perfected. Musk remembers when Amazon bought Zoox to challenge Tesla and when Kuiper challenged Starlink. Now he sees Bezos coming for the intelligence layer. However, looking past the billionaire banter, this move signals a massive fracture in the current status quo. Until now, the AI landscape has been dominated by the Microsoft OpenAI alliance and Google's Gemini ecosystem, all fighting a war over digital information. By entering the field with this level of capital and personal operational control, Bezos is effectively saying that the current architecture of the market is incomplete. He is betting that the next trillion-dollar opportunity isn't in a chatbot that can plan your vacation, but an AI that can design a rocket engine, optimize a factory floor in real time, or discover new materials for semiconductors. It is a play for the industrial bubble, a term Bezos himself has used, where the goal is to revolutionize the physical economy, not just the digital one. When the second richest man in the world decides that his time is best spent back in the trenches of a startup, facing down accusations of being a copycat just to compete, you have to pay attention. Jeff Bezos built the infrastructure of the internet age. Now, with a war chest of over $6 billion and a focus on the physical world, he intends to build the infrastructure of the intelligence age. The chessboard just got a lot more crowded, and the game has just become infinitely more personal.